What is anime Mount Rushmore? Well, what is Mount Rushmore? Mount Rushmore is a carving of 4 presidents in stone. These 4 were influential and big to their country in one way or another, in good or in bad. Not big 4, but big enough to have fucking Hokage faces. So the anime Mount Rushmore should be the 4 animes that made the biggest impact. They should be iconic, top tier, influential, everything great about an anime. I feel like so many Mount Rushmore of blank go at it from the creator's opinion, but I kind of want to go at this differently. I don't want to have any personal biases going into it. I want to look at it from an objective standpoint. And that's what I think is going to make this Mount Rushmore unique. Which anime deserves to be here is the question I was constantly battling when making this video. And honestly, I think I did pretty good. So yeah, some of these might not be my favorite out of the genre, but they're either really popular or really influential, so they're on the list. And if you don't like this video, please don't be like someone that's gonna remain nameless and put your fireworks over my creation, if you know what I mean. And cause I wanted this video to be a little more wacky, I put the animes over the faces that I thought best suited them. So George Washington would be an anime that started something, and so on. I'll be doing a little history lesson with every new Hokage face, so you'll catch on pretty quick. And these comparisons are just for shits and giggles, so all these animes still deserve to be on here. And I can't stress that enough, cause although I don't know what a kilometer is, I know that these people on the Mount Rushmore are not the best of people, and obviously these animes didn't do anything wrong, like have 700 slaves. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, George Washington. I spelt his name wrong in the script. George Washington is famous for being the first president of the United States, for his leadership during the Revolutionary War, and for helping to create the US Constitution. Like how I mentioned in the intro, since this anime is in the George Washington face, it's the start of something. And honestly, I'd be so mad if I didn't start this off with Akira being the first face. Akira was one of the first animes to be widely mainstream and popular in places other than Japan. It basically helped put anime on the map, which, in my opinion, is really important. Like, if anime wasn't on the map, Avatar just wouldn't exist. Not only that, but Akira is so good. At first you think it's about this biker gang, and then it just like evolves to this big mess of everything, and there's so many moving parts to it. Like, it's so nuanced and definitely inspired so many other pieces. This is also one of the picks that I didn't really need to be unbiased about. I personally knew this one was going to be on the list, and it was the easiest one to put on this list. So yeah, number 1, Akira. Okay, Thomas Jefferson. Let's get into this guy. Thomas Jefferson is best known as the 3rd president of the United States, serving from 1801 to 1809. He was the primary author of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. He was a founding father and a slave owner, He was also known for having an affair with one of the slaves called Sally Hemings, who was 14, holy shit. He also ended the slave trade, even though he had 700 slaves, what the fuck? So, I'm looking at this slave owner thing, and rather having an anime, I think I'll put a studio. Hey, chill out, that was a joke. Okay, but for real, I feel like the face of Thomas Jefferson goes to Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is like Thomas Jefferson because, like Thomas Jefferson, it wrote the structure for everything up ahead. What I mean by this is that Thomas Jefferson wrote the structure for the United States, and Dragon Ball wrote the structure for shounen, along with it being considered one of the big 3, which is essentially being a founding father of your genre. For the bad shit Thomas Jefferson did, it's kind of hard to correlate that with Dragon Ball. So I'm going to do something that no one should do with Thomas Jefferson, and I'm just going to look at him writing the US structure and Dragon Ball writing the shonen structure. So yeah, Dragon Ball number 2. Okay, Theodore Roosevelt, the most important president here by far. Theodore Roosevelt is known for being the first American to win a Nobel Prize, which he received in 1906 for his efforts to end the... what the fuck is that? RUSSO Japanese War. Oh yeah, he was also shot as well. That happened. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't give a fuck for Theodore Roosevelt. He did some stuff, he did this, he did that, cool I guess. But like, he's low-key a run-of-the-mill president that kind of just found his dumbass on a rock. But since he's more laid back and not talked about a whole lot, I think this spot goes perfectly to Toradora. I'm not super tapped into slice of life that much. I'm a brain rot shonen enjoyer. So some people I know gave me a list of slice of life animes to watch, and... out of all these I watched, there was one that really stood out to me. One that I personally really liked, and one that I saw widely loved, and that was Toradora. It's actually another one of those animes that I didn't really need to think about adding. Each character falls into the other perfectly, and it sets up an infinite amount of possible moments. I swear, Toradora could have been like 1,000 episodes of these 5 just existing, and I don't think anyone would have been complaining. And honestly, this anime is just amazing. I don't really know else how to put it. So yeah, Toradora is Big Dog Theodore.
Good show! show! Jolly good show! Jolly good show indeed!
I think we all know what Abraham Lincoln did. He helped free slaves. He guaranteed freedom, not equality. If the Union won the Civil War, he got shot in the head while watching Tom Holland on Romeo and Juliet. And if you want me to get more into it, fuck you, I'm not gonna. And I think Sailor Moon is the Abraham Lincoln of anime because how it goes against the grain of what people believe the typical anime to be. This is gonna be hard to follow, but Abraham Lincoln in his presidency did something that was against what the other presidents did at the time. And Sailor Moon at its base level is in the shoujo genre, which is a shounen, but a girl. Hey, chill out, that's a joke. What I'm trying to get at is that it's something that goes against what the norm is seen to be, which is why it's going in the spot. So yeah, that's the list. I know it's gonna piss some people off, mostly the shonen fans because JJK and Attack on Titan didn't find themselves on this list, but yeah, this video is hard to make. There's so many anime out there that shaped what people see anime to be, so it's hard to pick 4 of them. Like, trust me, there was about 15 other drafts of this list and like 15 other animes that were almost on the official list. With that being said, if you want me to make a second or third of this list, let me know so I can make myself not feel as bad as taking those anime off the list. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. I don't really know how to end videos, so the video is just gonna end out of nowhere. Oh shit, I'm still recording.